Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It's Friday. We made it. End of the week is here. It's Fun Fold Friday, and I have a fun, super cute card to share with you today that you're going to be able to use with all of your products, right? I love to share ideas that you can take and run with, right? You can use other products that you have, but of course, with this one, I am rounding out the week with the Countryside Corners bundle. The link is below. If you live in Canada, click that link and purchase the bundle because you will not regret it, my friends. I just want to say a huge shout out to my friend Christine Bertram for her class last night on YouTube. If you were watching live, I didn't get to watch live. We collaborate on this class. So anyone from Canada wants the kits that Christine did last night, you can reach out to me, and anyone from the US. I'm not sure if Christine has any left, but Christine Bertram, you can find her online at Cards by Christine. And if you live in Canada and you want those cards, the kits, reach out to me. I still have 8 kits left. I couldn't be live last night. It was killing me. I had a prior commitment and it wasn't something that I could actually like listen to the YouTube while I was doing something else. So I wasn't there last night. So I have major FOMO of not being on with you guys live last night. So, but the replay is always over on Christine's Facebook page, okay? Facebook page under Cards by Christine, under the live tab, you can see that. So I'm excited to send those card kits to you. Oh, she said last night she had none left. Okay, Rebecca, thank you for letting me know that. So Christine doesn't have any left. If you live in Canada and you want those 4 cards, reach out to me. Aw, thank you, Betty. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Reach out to me. I'd love to send them to you. The way to get them from me is to order the bundle, which is the link below. If you order the bundle, you're getting all 4 cards sent to you for free as my gift to you. Or if you want to pay cash, I don't usually do cash classes, but I do offer this one. Christine and I are on the same page. We offer kind of the same thing. Sometimes the pricing is a little different because I'm in Canada and the pricing is different up here. So it's $25 or $30. $25 if you do porch pickup here in Calgary. It's $30 if you need it mailed. Okay, so reach out and let me know. I had a couple of people reach out to me this morning. I will be getting back to you today, and I'll get those kits out to you. You made your own fun fold this morning. Wow, okay. That's awesome, Susan. I'd love to see it. Fun folds are so much fun. That's why they call them fun folds, right? It's Friday. I'm excited. And I also have, look at this, clear cutting plates. Look at that. You can see the reflection of my green grass in my backyard. I mean, it is a happy day when you get your Stampin' Up! Order and you've got new clear cutting plates. I already threw out my old ones, so I can't show you how bad they looked, but you've seen them. If you watch my videos, you've seen how badly cut they were. These are meant to be replaced, right? They're meant to be used and loved and replaced, and they're supposed to get scratches in them. So I'm going to christen those this morning with you guys. All right, let's get started. I think I've talked about everything. I talked about the class. So when you purchase this bundle, you're going to get the class in the mail for free. You're also going to get the PDF sent to you, emailed to you. So you will have all the measurements. You'll have access to the video to go over to Christine's YouTube channel, and you'll be able to fast forward, rewind, pause, and make the cards at your own pace. That's really, really important, right? Joy says, are they recyclable once worn? I don't think they are. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I will find out from Stampin' Up! I don't know. There's no recycle little triangle on them. And I will read in the catalog and see if they have any product description to say they're recyclable. I mean, they should be. I don't know. I think they're probably acrylic, maybe. I'll find out. Thanks. That's a really good question. Okay. Let's flip the camera and get started. Hi, Sylvie from France. Hello, Kylie. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Nadine. Happy Mother's Day to all you lovely moms out there. And even if you're a fur mom, right? Mom, the word mom takes many, how do I say it? You can be a mom in lots of ways. You could be, I have 2 sisters who are wonderful aunts to my 2 children. They are like moms to them, you know. So happy Mother's Day to anyone out there that is showing maternal love. You are a mother, whether you have a fur baby or a real baby. You Bless your heart, and I hope you have a great weekend and a great Mother's Day on Sunday. All right, let's get started. I'm super excited to share this one with you. Let me see. Hi from Wisconsin, Mary. Mary says, pretty shirt, lipstick matches. Oh, thank you so much. My lipstick, my brand, I wear MAC lipstick. This is from MAC. And I don't even remember. I do remember. This shirt was a gift from my sister. And I think she bought this top in Hawaii. Isn't it beautiful? I know. She knows me so well. She brought it back as a gift from Hawaii. Remember I told you about my two beautiful sisters? They're amazing. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Karen. Hi, Janet. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Bonnie from Erie, PA. That's Pennsylvania, right? It's like a little quiz, all your 51 states and your acronyms. Okay, so let's see. Happy Mother's Day, Diane. Happy Mother's Day, Trisha. Heidi, hello, hello, hello. Hi, Jen. Hello, hello. Thank you for answering all my questions, or everyone's questions and all of your comments. That is my lovely friend Jen. You guys see here on my video. She is so helpful, helping me, and she even put the other day on the videos. Huge shout out to Jen for putting the item codes up as I was presenting things, and I was totally like, I didn't see it because my camera was above me, right? So you know what? It's like when you have friends in this world, it is like send all the love, right? Thank you so much, Jim. Hello, Kathy from Ontario. Hello, hello. Fur baby mom for Diane. Yes, yes, absolutely. Annie's watching from Waterloo. Hi, Heather. Hello, good to see you on here, Heather. Happy Mother's Day to you. Wonderful mother that you are, I know. Hi, Polly. Hello, TJ. Thanks, TJ. You're a mom to inspire all of us. I do my best. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? This motherhood thing, this parenting thing is the hardest job in the world. Honest to God, it's the hardest job, right? If you're a mom, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hi, Kylie. Kylie Mitchell from Australia. Hello, Kylie. Hello, hello. Hi, Donna from Ontario. Let's see. Okay. Joy says, happy Mother's Day to you also. We celebrate earlier or later. Mother's Day is too crazy for you to do. Yeah, it can be a crazy time for sure. All right, let's get started, you guys. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Barbara. Hello, Renee. Thank you for being here. Hello, Debbie from California. Hello, Susan. Thank you for being here. I have your door prize from our team meeting. I'll be sending that out to you. Hi, Jen. Hello, Angela. Hello, Terry. I love it when you comment and say hello. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Barbs. Thanks, Cynthia. Okay, let's get started. We're going to flip the camera and point you at look at that green grass against my red cushions. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God. I have to appreciate that because here in Alberta, you know, green grass is a real big thing because when it happens, because we have really dry weather typically here, and the grass can turn yellow real quick, and I don't like that. So we're going to appreciate that green grass, right? It's all about gratitude, and I'm grateful for the green grass. I'm grateful for the rain we had this past week, and I'm still praying for more rain for anyone who is at danger of those forest fires here in Alberta. I'm thinking about you and praying for you and praying for more rain. Okay, I've got my paper trimmer here. Our card base today, you guys, I'm going to start it right from scratch. Here's a sheet of 8.5 by 11 Night of Navy. We're going to pop it into the trimmer. We're going to cut it in half down the long side at 4 1/4. Easy peasy. Then I'm going to turn it. I'm going to score it at 2 3/4. So I'm using my light gray score tool here. And I'm going to pop that over to 5 1/2. We're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And yes, this will be on my blog. So you'll be able to sit back and watch and enjoy today and not have to worry about writing everything down. Okay. So here's our Night of Navy cardstock with the score line in the front, in the middle. So I'm going to move my coffee off to the side so I don't have an accident. We don't need that today. And I'm going to show you a couple of different, well, we're going to do a little bit of cutting before we start this card. So I have here a piece of cardstock. It is 4 by 5 1/4, 5 1/2. Is it 5 1/2? Yes, 4 by 5.5. And then I also have a piece of the beautiful Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. We're going to use this pattern today with the trees on it. The flip side is this one here. So we're going to use this one. This goes on top of here like so. And you can glue it if you want to. I'm choosing not to glue mine. I'm just going to lay them together and I'm going to cut them with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, so we're just going to put the card front off to the side for a minute. And we're going to bring in the star of the show, you guys, is these Country Corners dies. Oh my goodness, they are, I'm just putting them back in place so you can see them all. There's a set of 7, and look at this. They are like little nesting dies. You get 7 of these, and they are rocking my world over here. I love, love, love these. So the title of my card today is, we are going to be making what's called a spinner easel card. And I'm going to bring in the card now and show you what it looks like before I get started so we can have it as a frame of reference here. Here it is. Let me show you. Here it is opened. It's an easel. So there's the side profile. And it's a spinner. Watch this. It spins. So you can get, when the recipient opens it, they'll have this cool little feature. And then we've got a little anchor here at the bottom. And the little bunny from the DSP, I snip that and we're going to close it up, and it closes like this and it fits into an envelope. Isn't that fun? So yes, you can get 2 out of a sheet of cardstock, and I love this design. So this is something that you can do because of these amazing dies. And I'm going to share exactly how to do that using these dies. You need these dies in your life for sure. And if you're going to get the dies, you might as well save 10% off and add on the bundle and get this background die, because it is stunning. You get all of these different options for layering. Oh my gosh. So it is one single die, but each of these, it's one single stamp, but each of these dies will cut out one of these octagons. They're octagons, not hexagons, because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. Octagon. Little geometry today. Okay. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I want to do is bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we're going to put that right here. So if you're new to the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, we have platform number 1. We have platform number 2 for cutting. Then we have our 2, look at these, so clear you can't even see them, 2 sandwich plates. Let me just raise up a little bit so you can get a better view. Okay, so we have our 2 sandwich plates. So we're going to put one down. You never, ever, ever cut into plate 2. You don't want to do that, right? So you want to have, these cutting plates are meant to be cut in, right? So I like to line up the little circles with the numbers on them. So we've got a 1, we've got a 2, and then I'm going to put a number 3 over top. All right, now, do you remember my card front? Whoops, not that one, this one. This is my card front, and you can see here, this is the score line that I made at 2, let's fold that, 2 3/4. So I want to put that onto my card. Let's put it on. We don't want to cut right through both sides. So we're going to slide this through. So this sticks out the other end, and we're going to use the, let me stop and think. Are we using the largest? No, we're going to use the second largest die, okay? So we're going to put that right on the front of the card, and I don't want it to move. I'm going to put it right on the front like that. I'm going to use a little piece of washi tape right here on my fingers. I'm just using my fingers. Sometimes if your washi tape is too sticky and you pull it off, it'll actually pull the fibers of the cardstock, and you don't want that. So just kind of tap it with your fingers, just take away some of that adhesive, and that should be good. You can also use the embossing buddy from the embossing kit to remove some of that extra sticky if you want to. I had a question yesterday about why I use washi tape and why I'm not using magnetic platform. Well, we don't have a magnetic platform with Stampin' Up! Right now. There was a manufacturing problem, or there was some kind of problem with it. And of course, Stampin' Up! Only sells things that they can stand behind, and if they have to be, perfect, right? So we are anxiously waiting for a new magnetic platform. And when that becomes available, I'll be the first to let you know. Or I don't know if I'll be the first to let you know, but I will let you know as soon as I know. All right, we're putting this on the top here. This is our top plate. And we're going to roll this through. All right, here we go. First cut with my new embossing plates. Okay, or not embossing, cutting plates. Okay, so here we have it. we're going to take this out. We're going to gently pull off this die. And there's my cutting, there's my front, okay? So this is going to fold up like this, right? That's going to be the part of my easel. Okay, so that's done. And now I'm going to bring back my machine and I'm going to bring in the cardstock and the matching size of designer series paper. We're going to put the large die on here and we're going to, you can go all the way to the top because you can save a little bit of a strip at the bottom if you want to, because, you know, when you get a new pack of DSP, you want to save all the parts, right? So the next size down, we're going to put that one on top here, and we're just going to gently make sure that it's all lined up. And let's see. I chose the wrong size. It has to be the biggest one. This is not the biggest one. This is the second biggest one. Yes, we want the biggest octagon up here. I knew it wasn't right. The biggest one, and then we're going to skip a size. So we're skipping this one. We're going right to the second one down from the big one, okay? So that's how we're going to get that nice big border here. So we're going to line that one up. Let's put this one back in the packaging. We don't need that one. And we're going to glue this, not glue it, we're going to tack it down with a bit of washi tape over here, just like that. Okay, so we're going to cut this out now. And so let's bring back our machine. And we'll pop that on here. And we'll put our top plate on. And we're going to roll it through. All right, all those cracking sounds are normal. So now we're going to just pull this all apart here and see what we've got. So just be gentle if you're using washi tape like me. You can also use Post-it note tape, sticky notes if you want to. Just be very careful because the designer series paper is thinner than cardstock, right? So you don't want to tear your designer series paper. All right, okay. So now you can hold on to these pieces here for another card. I'm going to throw out, oops. We're just going to throw out our edges. We don't need those. What we need is just this part. This is our frame, okay? So I have a Night of Navy cardstock base. And the reason I'm putting cardstock on it is to make it nice and strong, okay? And then these two pieces, I didn't glue them so then I could use these separately or together on another project. So the key is not to waste anything, right? Okay, so we've got that. So again, I used the largest die and then I skipped a die and I went to the next one. So that's done. One more thing I have to cut is, let's bring back our dies and I'll show you which ones I'm going to use again. So we're using not all of them, but we're using a lot of these dies today. So I used the largest one. I skipped the next size and I did this one. We're going to use this one for the spinner, okay? So this one's for the spinner. And this little one down here, this is going to be my anchor, okay? So those are the two that I'm pulling in next. Now, when I cut my designer series paper, I'm just going to grab that DSP. I cut it at 4 inches all the way down. When you do that, you also need to turn it and cut it at 5.5. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to do this strip here, 5.5. And then we're going to keep going and do another one because you can get 2 out of a piece, right? So we're going to do that. So that's what I started off with for my DSP. 4 by 5.5, 2 pieces, and you're going to be able to get 6 out of a sheet of 12 by 12. You have this little piece left over. You don't want to waste it, right? So what we're going to do with that, we're going to cut this smallest shape here, like so. And you can position it wherever you want. I'm just going to put it right there. I can get the flowers and that little tree. And this one here, we're going to cut 2 pieces of white cardstock at the same time because I need one for the front of the spinner and one for the back, right? So that's how they're anchored together with the twine in the middle, okay? So you need 2 of these. And yes, the die is strong enough to cut through 2 pieces at once. So let's grab some scrap from my scrap bin. All right, so here's my scrap bin. I'm going to grab a couple of pieces. Let's see. It's always nice to grab 2 pieces that are same in size. Okay, so here we got it. We got our scrap white and our DSP, and I think that'll be all the die cutting we will need. So let's bring that back in. And we'll do this one more time. Okay, so I'm going to put those on here, put this one here, and I do want that to be straight. So let's just bring in a little piece of washi, line everything up, and we're going to put that right there, and make sure, we might as well put a little bit of washi here. I actually keep little pieces of washi tape, like you see this off the corner up here. I like to put them on my machine so they're ready to go. I can just grab them and run them through. Okay, here we go. We're going through again. And give it a nudge. And then when the wheels engage, you can put your hand at the top, and all that cracking sound is normal. It's probably louder when you have new plates. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it is normal. So don't worry, you're not breaking your machine. It's normal Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, right? Die cut machine. Okay, so take this washi off. I'm going to put that back on my machine for when I do some more cutting. And then I have 2 pieces of basic white. So let's put all of our dies back. We don't need any flying dies today. That was another day. We won't go there. Okay, so now we've got some stamping to do. Let's do some stamping. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat here. And we're going to, got a little dust on it. Let me just give it a quick wipe with a baby wipe. We're going to do a little bit of stamping. And then we're just going to put this card together. It's super easy, you guys. You make a bunch of these in no time. Okay, so we have 2 pieces of the basic white here. What we want to do is we're going to bring in some ink. We're going to bring in Night of Navy, Boho Blue, which is a new in color, you guys. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful blue color. And I have the new Lemon Lolly. Oh, such a pretty, pretty yellow color. Okay, so from the stamp set, we're going to play with Lasting Joy again. Lasting Joy is a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. And I wanted to say on this card, I wanted it to be a thank you card. But my little panels here are narrow, right? And I want them to stand up and down, like they're going to go vertical like that. So what I've done a little stamp surgery. Okay, so I took my scissors and I snipped I'm So Thankful. I cut, and you don't have to do this. You could actually stamp it on basic white cardstock and you can cut your cardstock. But what I've done is I've done I'm so, then I put thankful, and then I took this little for you and I lined them up, and I lined them up on my silicone mat, and then I went over top with the block and I picked them up. I practiced on my grid paper to make sure they were straight, and I'm happy with that. So now it gives me more options of phrases that I can make, right? And you can do this with your stamp set if you like. It's totally up to you. And there's a lot of words in this set, so you could totally, cut these up and use them if you want to. Not telling you what to do with your stamps, but this is what I did. I just want to share with you a little hack, hack. It's actually a real hack, right? I hacked up my stamp. Okay, so we're going to stamp this right on here. There's my I'm So Thankful. Oh, it's got a little edge. Okay, when I cut my stamp, I got a little edge on there, so that's my fault. That's okay. Let's flip it over. We get 2 chances. And you know what? I'm going to fix that. See, everything happens for a reason. Okay, so I cut my stamp and I got a little edge. So here, I'm going to take that off. And this little corner was what's giving me grief. So I'm just going to snip that right off like that. And then I'm going to put this back on here like that. And let's try it one more time. I'm so thankful for you. And I am. I'm truly thankful for all of you for coming to visit me. Look at that. There we go. So I'm so thankful for you. That's the front. Now I want to bring in Boho Blue. We're going to stamp that flower in Boho Blue, that beautiful bloom in Boho Blue. We're going to stamp it down here on this side like that. And I've got the little sprig leaf. I'm going to stamp that with Night of Navy. Just going to put one over here. Oh, I went onto the flower, but that's okay. We're going to put one right here going off the edge like that. Then I'm going to open up my Lemon Lolly, and from the stamp set, there's a couple of options for the center of your flower. There's this one here, and then there's this one. I'm going to use the one with the open center. So we're going to tap on my Lemon Lolly, and we're going to stamp in the center of this flower like that. Just adds a nice pop of color. Then this one over here is my background. Okay, so for the background, I'm going to stamp that bloom again in boho blue. So we're going to stamp up here like that. And we're going to do a couple of other stamps here. So we've got, this one here has the stems, the little fine stems. It's right here in the stamp set. It's all one stamp. And I'm going to stamp that with boho blue down here. And look at the magic of Stampin' Up. This is what they do, right? Like their design artists are so clever. So they have lined up all of these blooms perfectly spaced to go over top of these. So I'm going to stamp those in Lemon Lolly. And then when you hover, you can see how they're going to end up with the stems. So I'm focusing on the big one. I know that one goes up here, and then this one over here goes on the top right, and then the other two will just line up. So let's see how I did. There we go. We've got our 3 little flowers, or no, sorry, 4 little flowers. And if you want to bring in a little bit of Night of Navy, we can grab that little sprig again and add one here and add one up here. Now I am conscious of what I'm doing. I'm actually stamping onto my silicone mat, and be very, very careful if you do that. You can use your grid paper as a background. I would recommend that actually, but I just got my silicone mat here so I can see properly. And when you do that, you end up, if you touch it, you're going to get ink on your fingers because it does not dry onto the silicone mat. Well, maybe it would over time, but I don't know. It's water-based, so it's just sitting there like on cardstock. It will dry. It will go into the cardstock, and then you can touch it right away, right? So if you do what I'm doing, make sure you are careful to wipe up that ink before you get it on your fingers and it ends up somewhere that you don't want it to, right? Because that's not fun. You've seen that happen to me many, many times. So one more thing I forgot to do on this one, I forgot to do my Lemon Lolly center on this top flower. Okay, so that's gonna go up here. I love this Lemon Lolly with the boho blue. Oh, any of the blues. The Lemon Lolly is such a pretty, pretty yellow, soft yellow. Okay, so we've got that. Now I'm going to bring in some, not dimensionals, what am I trying to say? Embellishments. These ones are almost gone because I have to order another package. I had 3 packages, and look, I'm almost out. Crazy, crazy. I've used these. These are called, let's see, the Adhesive Back Solid Gems, and you get the boho blue, Lemon Lolly, and the copper clay, and they are gorgeous, gorgeous little gems. And don't go by my demonstration here this morning. You get a full package, right? But I've used up, with my Technique Club, I've used up a lot of the yellow, the Lemon Lolly, and the boho blue. So let's grab a couple, and we're going to use these for the center of my flowers. I'm just going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to pick this one up. We'll put that on here. And we're going to put another one on the front one just to make it match. All right, so let's put these little guys back in my case. The Stampin' Storage cases, these ones here are perfect for your adhesives. I use them all the time to store my adhesives. And let me put this back in here so I remember what they're called. All right, let's get started on the assembly of this card. So I'm going to put this off to the side. We're going to put this one off to the side. Let's go back to the structure of this easel card. So we're going to glue this together, but before I glue these 2 pieces together, I actually want to anchor my spinning mechanism, okay? So we're going to grab a little bit of tear and tape, and I'm going to just put a bit at the top up here. Let's flip it over so we've got the rough edge going on the inside. Okay, so I've got some tear and tape at the top, and a little bit of tear and tape. Oh, this little piece rolled up on me. Okay, so I'm going to put tear and tape at the top and at the bottom. And this is going to be nice and strong. This is what I'm going to use to anchor down my Baker's Twine, okay? So this is from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. You get all of these colors. I have the crumb cake one here, but you get black. That's like a light gray, a vanilla, and a white. They're so perfect, right? Okay, so I've got my crumb cake piece. Now we're just going to burnish that tear and tape and peel off the top and the bottom. And we're going to put that string down, not string, it's called twine. But I'm just going to anchor it at the top up here. So press it down and then string it all the way to the bottom. And we're going to just bring in the scissors and snip it. Okay, so we're just going to snip that like that. And then I can bring in my liquid glue and I'm going to finish the edges off so that I can put these together. So let's go ahead and add some glue to the other parts. I didn't anchor my twine down with liquid glue because it would be really messy and I would end up getting it on my fingers. So I chose to do tear and tape for that. So let's grab this, make sure the trees are going in the right direction, and we'll just go ahead and nestle this back together. And let's see here. Oh, I've got an edge. Let's see. Can I get this lined up? Yes. Okay, we've got her lined up. Press down the edges, make sure it's all secure. And now we are going to put these together. So what I want to do, this is the back one. I'm going to put that underneath the twine, like so. Then I'm going to bring back that liquid glue. You can use tear and tape on here too, if you want to. Let's try that. We're going to put tear and tape right on top of the twine. And we're going to put tear and tape. Make sure it's straight. Use your grid paper as a little guide in the background. If you line it up with the lines on the grid paper, it's a good way to make sure things are straight. Okay, so we'll peel off the backing, and then I'm going to take the front, which is this one, and I'm just going to, if you want to add a little extra glue, which I kind of think I do, I'm just going to add a little extra liquid glue. Make sure, because this part is going to be the spinner. This is like the focal point of your card, right? The spinning mechanism. So you want to make sure it's secure. So we're just going to lay that on top and make sure they're lined up together. And then that baker's twine is going to be nestled right in between. So there we can see, there's my spinner. Woo! I love this part. I love, love, love the spinner. Okay, so that's it's not hard at all, but that is the hardest part of the card, right? Making the mechanism. So then let's go back to our card base. Now, one thing about easel cards, you do want to make sure your score lines are very, very well burnished. So I like to take my score line and I like to do it both front and back, just to make sure it's nice and flexible. And especially this middle score line here. This is the easel part, the part that's going to fold and anchor. So I'm just going to burnish it forward and backwards, make sure it's nice and pliable. And then we're going to adhere our swing mechanism on the top of this. But first, okay, we can do that. We're just going to put it right on the silicone mat. I was going to put the inside of the card in, but let's just do this on my silicone mat. So I'm going to lay the card front on my silicone mat. And then I want to add glue only to this bottom portion down here, the bottom of these two score lines. So here I go. I'm going to stay inside, close to the window, because I don't want to put it on the outside because there is going to be a bit of an edge once I put this frame on here. So here we go. We're going to put this on. I'm just lining the window up like that. And I do have a little extra glue. Let's get that off. Line up your window. And remember, I only put glue on the bottom. So that's going to allow the swing mechanism to fold up like that. Can you see that from the top? So this is how it goes together. So this is going to lay flat like that, but I want to have somewhere on the inside so that we can write our greeting. So we're going to bring in a piece of basic white, and that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And I think I might have forgot to trim this. Let's see. Yeah, it's 4 by 5 1/4. Let's trim off a little edge. Make sure it's 4 inches. Yep, it is. So that's going to be the inside of my card right here. Okay, so you got plenty of room to write your greeting and everything. So there's the inside. And this is my anchor. This is my designer series paper, but it's going to serve as my anchor. So let's glue the white part down first, the basic white layer, and glue that down. Get that all lined up properly on the inside of the card. And we'll finish it off. Okay, so then we're going to just open this up take a look. Here's the closed portion of the card. When you open it, it's going to stand like that, but see how it's sliding? You need to put a little anchor to stop it from sliding. So that's where I'm going to put this. So you can put it wherever you want. If you want it to stand taller, you can put it up here. And then the key is to put this on dimensional so that it's popped up and it's actually a true anchor. And check this out. This is the last of my sheet of dimensionals here. I'm going to be starting a new pack soon, but I'm going to use up these pieces. So let's go ahead and put this on like this. And we're going to put this onto the card. I like it to be at a little bit of an angle, so I think I'm going to put my little anchor right here. There we go. And see, it's doing it right now. It's doing its job. It's anchoring it. It's stopping it from falling down. So when you put that on your mantle, it'll be standing. Now we got a little bit of white space here, and I thought, what should I put here? So I was looking through the designer series paper. Let me grab it here. I was looking through the designer series paper, and there are so many cute little images hidden in this paper. Like, look at this one, for example. We've got the little fox here. I could have cut that one out. And there's one of him walking and there's one of him sitting. So cute. If you like birds, you could fussy cut a couple of these birds out if you wanted to. I chose to go ahead with this sheet here. Let me find it. With the bunny. This one has bunnies everywhere, right? There's bunnies pointing to the left, to the right, to the left. And I already fussy cut one of those out before I went on camera. And I thought he would make a nice little focal point on the front corner, a little surprise for my recipient when they receive this card. So I'm going to glue my little bunny right down there just for a little point of interest. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue. And then once you've got a little thing like this with glue on it, and that's a lot of glue, I'm going to take that and flip it over. I'm going to tap it onto my silicone mat, get that extra glue off. And then taking my take your pick tool to pick that up. And look at all the extra glue. I didn't need that much glue. All right, so we're just going to lay that on here. And there we have it. Oh my gosh, so cute. A couple of things. Oh, one more thing I want to put on here. I'm just going to wipe up that glue so I don't get it on my fingers. The boho blue ribbon. Oh my gosh, this is such beautiful ribbon. So I thought I would bring in a little piece of that. It's the textured ribbon. I'm just going to tie a little simple knot around my fingers like so, and just turn it, and you can just play with it a little bit in your fingers here and make sure you got a nice soft knot on the front. And then I'm just going to grab my glue dots and I'm going to press that knot onto a single glue dot, and you can maneuver it and play with it a little bit more to get it the way you want it while it's stuck to your wax paper here. And we're going to just trim off the edges of this. I just want a little tiny piece of ribbon, just a little accent. And I'm just going to put this knot right on this side over here, just on this little edge, just as a little fun accent with some texture. And you can, if you need another glue dot, sometimes one glue dot won't cut it. You can come in with your take your pick tool and pick up another glue dot and just lift up that ribbon and put that underneath. And you can get your bow or your knot to sit the way you want it to. All right, I might need to trim that one a little bit more. So there we go. We're just gonna, and I think my ribbon, you see it's a little bit wrinkled on the end here. One thing I have done in the past, and I haven't done it with this ribbon, is if it gets twisted in the packaging, and I don't think Stampin' Up! Endorses this, but you could try it. Be very, very careful. I've never seen Stampin' Up! Say anything about this, but I have used my straight iron that I use to straighten my hair, and you go very quickly. So you warm up your straight iron, and you just kind of take the ribbon and go like that, right? And I mean, you could iron it too. It's fabric, right? So you could iron it, or take your straight iron, your straight iron for your hair, and straighten out your ribbon if that happens. Okay. That's just totally an aside. So there we have it. There's our anchor for our little easel card. There's the side profile. And I just love that it spins. There's like something on both sides. So there we have it, my friends. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the love. I see your hearts and everything going up over my screen. Where do you get magnetic boards from? So Linda, I think you mean the ones to anchor your dies. You can buy them online at Amazon. You can buy them at a Dollarama. Yeah, you can also get them from Stamp and Storage from the US. Yeah, there's a lot of places you can buy them. Okay, I'm going to flip you around here. Maybe. Thank you so much for your attention today. I really, really enjoy this kind of an interactive card. It's a great one to send to anybody, you know, things that spin. You can put anything here, right? You could put a creature like a ladybug, or maybe something in a circle. So as long as it has free edges so that it can spin around on that little twine thing, possibilities are endless with the spinner easel card. It's not my first time making a spinner easel card, but we have new dies now, right? The countryside corner dies are amazing, and you can do this. You can actually put them together like this and make fun spinner cards. And with 7 different sizes of dies, you have lots of options to change this up a little bit if you wanted to, right? Thank you for all your wonderful comments. I appreciate it. Linda says the bundle not available, bought separately yesterday. I didn't see that, Linda. I'll have to go on and take a look. Anyone else know? The suite, I know the suite's not available because the embossing folder that comes in the suite is expected to be back in inventory the week of May 29th. So I wasn't aware that the bundle is not available. It was available a couple days ago when I checked. I didn't get a chance to check this morning. But if anyone knows... Yeah, okay, Jen just put the code for the stamps and dies, and I'm just reading. So yeah, I think maybe you might have, if you put the suite number in, the suite is not available. The embossing folder is what's holding you back from ordering the entire suite, but you can order the bundle, and you can order the paper separately. That suite number is not discounted. Okay, I just want to make that clear. They just give us one item code that includes all the items of the suite, but it's not discounted. It's just a convenience factor that they give us one item code that will encompass the whole suite. But if you want the paper and you want the bundle, go ahead and order them separately, and it's going to cost you the exact same amount of money, and then get your die or your embossing folder later, right? So I just want to make that clear. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for my Fun Fold Friday today. I wish you all a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day again to all you wonderful moms. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you get a chance to relax and maybe even pull out your stamps, ink, and paper and to make a fun card. Take care. I'll be back on Monday at 9:30 Mountain Time. I can't wait to see you then. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.